The MMA YouTube and journalism scene must be one of the most weird scenes in all of sports. Let me tell you why in this video, guys. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam.
MMA is really one of a kind when it comes to content creators, influencers, whatever you want to call it, journalists, in terms of their knowledge about the sport. And I mean, we don't have to make this too long, we can make that quick. Most people that talk about MMA in the internet don't know what they talk about.
That's fucking illegal.
And I don't mean that guys like, for example, Arielhelwani don't know what they talk about in terms of they don't know anything about the sport. They know a lot about the sport, and they are guys like arielhelwani, in my opinion, are totally fine to do what they do. Everybody's fine to do what they do, you know what I mean? But it's so weird in MMA that most journalists and most YouTubers, content creators, whatever you want to call them, have never been in a MMA gym in their life. Which other sport is like that? I mean, let's take soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, for example. It's a sport where everybody that's involved in it, everybody that talks about it, that does content about it, commentates it, whatever, has been playing football at some stage in their life. And yeah, it's a more general sport and everything, but they at least know what they talk about. And I don't mean that you need to be a former pro, that you need to be a black belt, whatever, in the sport you cover. But you need to know a little bit about it. You need to know what it feels like to shoot a ball in football. You know what I mean? You need to know a little bit about it. And MMA is even crazier than football in terms of that, because football is not that complicated in terms of what you do. It's just shooting, passing, whatever. MMA is so detailed and so complicated. And yeah, you can have a understanding. For example, John Ennick is a great mind and knows a lot about MMA, even though he has never been training. I think he had like 2 jiu-jitsu classes in his life. But yeah, he just does it since like 25 years, and because of that, that's a vast knowledge. But even he could not commentate a fight perfectly without his co-commentators that know how to fight, right? And you see so many MMA content creators, and as I said, I don't say they shouldn't do content anymore or something. I just have problems listening to a guy like MMA Guru, who I really don't like too much.
You suck. Boom, roasted.
That he might have some good picks, he might have some cool impressions, whatever, but you're listening to a guy there talking about a sport that he's never done, and I haven't done crazy journalism about him, he proved me wrong, but does he know what a body shot feels like? Does he know what it feels like to get hit? Has he ever been in an arm bar? Because I see people then judging the fighters and giving their comments about it, like, oh, why did he tap there? Like, these are the type of people that say, the most retarded people are the guys who say, McGregor should have went to sleep, why the fuck did he tap? Even though the choke was on the chin, not on the throat, and you don't go to sleep from a choke on the chin, you just break your jaw. You know what I mean? These are the type of people then that are commenting on it, like, oh, there was a bad performance, he just laid on him, even though he was advancing positions, attempting submissions, everything. Like, there are so many things in fighting that you, as I said, you don't need to be a pro fighter, but you have to have some experience in these situations to give a comment about it, to know what you talk about. If you have never been into an arm triangle, it might not look that dangerous. It might not look that crazy. But you have to have a little bit of experience. You have to know what a body shot feels like to even judge a body shot. You know what I mean? And they're judging these fights like they know everything and like they know it better than the fighters. And I'm like, bro, you never have seen a mat in your life. What are you talking about?
What the fuck is that?
Like, for example, rugby. Might be a cool sport. Let's just say I would be a huge rugby fan, but I never played rugby in my life. I will never do a video talking about it and giving my judgment on it and everything, because I don't know shit. I just watch it. I don't know what it feels like to get tackled with the head into my chest or whatever they do there. Why am I talking about it? Why are people listening to me? Why would I, let's say I would have never trained in my life, let's say like that. Why would I listen to a guy talking about MMA if I would watch MMA that has never trained himself? Why would I listen to that guy talking about a sport that he just watches and never did in his life, chills on his couch, drinking his beer, eating his chips?
I was fucking drinking beer, eating steaks in Brazil.
Why would I listen to a guy? I don't get it. I don't understand it, guys. Please write in the comments, why do you listen to guys like that? And I don't say, as I said, they can't have good impressions. They maybe have good picks as well, because sometimes the more you know about fighting, in terms of technicalities and stuff, the worse your picks are. For example, in these World Cup football picking competitions, normally the people who win don't know shit about the sport. They just judge about, yeah, this, I don't know, they have some good players or they have this and that, yeah, I'll just pick them. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. I could never listen to a guy talking about a sport that he has never practiced. As I said, he doesn't need to be a black belt, a former UFC fighter. It's good, obviously, but doesn't need to be. You just need to have a little bit of knowledge what you talk about, in my opinion at least. But that is my opinion. Write your opinion in the comments, guys. I believe MMA YouTube is really weird and crazy. Guys like Sean Morgan that ate one of their lungs are seen as one of the most highly appreciated journalists. I believe Ariel is the best journalist that has never trained before. But yeah, there are also some good guys like Oscar Willis, for example. He trained a little bit. He knows a little bit what he talks about right now, you know what I mean? And I respect it a lot. I respect it a lot if you go on the mats. And I believe it's very important that you go on the mats if you talk about the sport, at least a little bit. You need to have a little bit of experience in what stuff feels like to judge it. But hey, maybe that's just me. Write in the comments, guys, your opinion. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and support a real MMA channel. God damn it. Make sure that you know something about MMA to eat your fruits and eat your vegetables, guys. Until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.